to the Babe Cave. My name's Amy Hood.
And I'm Michelle Platt.
So we are starting a brand new YouTube series about babes, bikes, and bike work.
And all that fun stuff in between.
So the cool thing about this series is everything from what we're wearing to the products we're using and the brands we're repping are going to be available for you guys.
So all you gotta do is check the comments section for all the different brands and stuff we use in each different episode.
Like my long lived two-stroke shirt from Pin.
Or my Crushed MX hoodie. So you guys, how stoked do you get when your fresh graphics kit comes in the mail?
I know, but every motocrosser knows those things are a pain in that Amy to put on. So today's very first episode of the Babe Cave is going to be about the tips and tricks on how to put your very fresh kit of graphics on. And in today's first episode, we're also going to be featuring my good friend, homie, one of the most down-to-earth dudes ever, Riley from RMC Graphics. So he's a local Canadian from Dryden, Ontario. So cool thing about RMC is they ship worldwide. His stuff is all over the place. You can get full kits or semi-custom kits. It usually takes 2 to 4 weeks, but the best thing about Riley is he's super responsive. So, he sends you templates, a whole bunch of different fonts, and really works with you to make a cool custom kit that you like.
Riley does wraps for sleds, bikes, ATVs, even neck braces and helmets.
So let's do this. So some of the key tools you're gonna need in today's episode are an X-Acto knife, brake clean, hair dryer,
Ooh.
and obviously some graphics.
Thanks. The most absolute critical step is you're going to want to clean the crap out of your plastics before you put your new graphics on. My go-to product is brake clean. You just spray it on there, use a rag, and just scrub that sucker till it's clean and shiny to get all that dirt, grime, and especially the sticker residue off of those plastics.
I don't know about you, but for me, the front number plate is probably my most important graphic I like to put on because it can make the difference between looking like a pro and looking like a Joe. There's a video I did about bros and Joes out there somewhere on the internet. So first things first, positioning is key. So some of the number plates, especially like the new style Hondas or this new Yamaha, there's a curve in your front number plate, and that kind of throws people off. You can't just slap it on there and it's easy. So what I like to do is I like to take the graphic and I actually cut just down the middle of the plastic or the paper side on the back just to be able to position myself correct so it's nice and even on both sides. And then also by cutting the middle down, it allows you to peel one side at a time so one side doesn't get stuck and you're like trying to get it out and it bubbles and it's a mess. So I'll show you what I mean. Sometimes you can even just put it in half just a little bit to see where the center is. And really lightly because you don't want to cut through both sides, which have happened to me before. But
Practice, people.
so this is what I mean, okay? So when I say I just cut a piece down the center, it allows me to kind of line it up so it's perfectly in the center and I can make sure I'm touching the edges. The edges are all aligned and I'm not going to get it stuck down to the number plate and have to rip it off and put it back on and rip it off and put it back. So work it up and down like that, just letting the piece of paper go and
Just working your way out to the outer edges of the plate.
yeah. Look at that. Perfect.
Not too bad.
One side done, and see, it didn't bother the other side. I don't have to peel it back at all. One and done. On to the next one. This is what you want to do to each different plastic, especially the shroud. So with the shroud, I like to cut it just down the middle again and be able to put it on one side to the other and then start with the top and then start with the bottom. So this is probably one of my best tricks that I've learned from my dad. So another helpful tip, solo cut. Not for drinking, but putting your bolts in.
And to all the girls out there, we are at a huge advantage if you ride dirt bikes because our little hands can fit in these tiny little spaces that most men with those mitts cannot get.
So you're also going to need a ratchet. You want to take the plastics off, people. You don't want to put your graphics on with your plastics on the bike. That's just silly. It's way easier if you take the plastics off. So you just need an 8 and a 10 ml. It's pretty much all you need for every bike out there, except if you're driving like Lem or a Unicorn. Okay, so probably one of the hardest graphics ever is the stupid Honda side number plate. It's I painted my, motor butt. So, again, like I did with the front number plate, I cut it down the middle. Just try to start with that circle on the side number plate there. That's a good starting point. So, again, if you cut kind of into it, you can use that to line it up. So you want to start at the end, and then you want to hold it nice and tight to the other side so that you're lined up right to the end like that. You see, Michelle?
Yep.
So one end to the other, and then boom, it's already set out and laid down for you in the middle. See? Perfect. It's completely smooth. Boom, it's centered. Start working your way out. Bam! And we're done. So, how's yours turn out?
Not bad. First time ever. That's how easy RMC makes it with that air release.
Exactly. That's pretty darn awesome. All right, so before we're finished, you want to hit it with some heat. So make sure you get your whole number plate here, and you want to focus on the edges. You really want to warm up that glue, and it gives it a nice seal so you don't get any dirt or anything on the inside. So, and also if you have a little air bubble or something, the heat helps it, and you can just press it out. But honestly, RMC's killing it because I ain't got none.
None over here either.
Very clean. Oh my god, those actually look awesome!
It looks even better when you do it yourself.
The thing you want is to, I don't know. Having fun?
No! I just want my bike to look pretty.
Just get all the wax. Garbage day?
When you don't have a ponytail.
Oh my god. I guess that worked.
It works.
Oh my god. That's funny.